What's going on, everybody? Alonzo here with GulfCoastSmoke.com, and today we're making grilled fish tacos. Specifically, we're going to be cooking up some Mahi Mahi on my Weber kettle, and these are going to be easy, delicious, and we have a slaw and a salsa that you can top these tacos with. If you guys want to see that, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we're going to be releasing that in short version here within the next few days. Let's get right into this recipe. Let's get this charcoal lit for our Weber kettle. In order to start this charcoal chimney, I'm going to use a fire starter, and we're going to let this charcoal get completely lit. We want all the coals to be completely white. While our charcoal is getting nice and hot, we're going to get our Mahi Mahi seasoned up. Today we'll be using Southern Hospitality, and I'm going to put it all over each side of this Mahi Mahi, and we're going to use our Southern Hospitality like it's a blackened seasoning today. Now, it is not a blackened seasoning, but that's just how we're going to use it. So that's why we want that cast iron here in just a little bit. We want to make sure there's a lot of surface area touching this fish, and we want to get that nice, good, crispy char on there. It's going to take it to another level. The seasoning part is pretty simple. I just want to make sure I got Southern Hospitality all over this piece of fish. Southern Hospitality, the reason we chose it today is because it does bring a little bit of heat, and we want that flavor on these tacos. We definitely think that that is going to elevate the flavor that we're going to be getting today. And once you're done, this is exactly what it should look like. Just make sure that every inch of this piece of fish is completely covered. And if you guys want to use a blackened seasoning, like I said earlier, just make sure you are picking something that is a blackened seasoning. This isn't, but I promise you it's going to turn out great. Charcoal in. Move everything right toward the middle. Grate on. Cast iron right over the top of that. We're going to let this heat up for about 5 minutes. Now, I want to put some olive oil down. Spread it around a little bit. Now we'll put our fillets right on top. After about 2 minutes, we're going to flip over our Mahi Mahi and get a nice sear on the other side. And the smell and color on this Mahi Mahi is already outrageous, absolutely incredible. We know it's going to taste amazing, and it's giving off that smell that you get from that Southern Hospitality. So there is some brown sugar in there, there is some spices in there that are going to take this to the next level. Mahi Mahi is good by itself, but when you're blackening it with a good seasoning, we already know that this is going to be next level. And just about 5 minutes later, this grilled Mahi Mahi is completely done. You guys can see that beautiful color. You can see that crust that built up on the outside with that beautiful seasoning. And I don't use a thermometer anymore, but if I was going to, I would be shooting for around 140 degrees internal, 145 degrees. It's going to carry over just a little bit, so keep that in mind while you're cooking your fish. You obviously want it to be tender, juicy, and you do not want fish to be overcooked. And now I just want to break this into a few big pieces for these tacos. I want there to be a good bite on these tacos, so I'm not going to chunk them up too much, but I definitely, like I said, I want there to be some integrity and some chew in the tacos, so we're just going to break this up just a little bit. And if you guys take a look at one of these pieces of that Mahi Mahi, you can see there's plenty of moisture in there. It's extremely tender, it's coming apart, and this is exactly what you want to see when you're making your Mahi Mahi. Now it's time to build our tacos. We have some corn tortillas that we warmed up on the cast iron outside, and like I told you guys a minute ago, we have two different toppings that we're going to put on these fish tacos. First, we're going to start with a few good pieces of Mahi Mahi right in the middle of each of our tortillas. I'm going to throw a few extra pieces on this one right in the middle because that one's going to be for me. And then I'm going to throw a few extra pieces on the one on the right because that's for the camera lady. And we're going to use all of this Mahi Mahi. I'll tell you what, I am extremely excited to eat this today. I need to find some space. Actually, my son really likes this too, so let's save the rest for him. This looks perfect. Now on top of this first one, we're gonna put some mango salsa that my wife made. And like I told you guys, if you wanna see this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're gonna put this in short form here within a few days. The color, Looks incredible. It smells so good. I can already tell there's going to be that sweet. There's going to be that little bite from the onion, from the tomato. And this is going to be, I promise you, I already know. My big ass already knows this is going to be really damn good. And on this back row, we're going to put some of this cilantro lime slaw that smells out of this world already. I love slaw. We've made some really, really good broccoli slaw. We got that recipe from my buddy Mashawn, but broccoli slaw is amazing. I already know this is going to be really good too. I probably overslawed that one, but it's all good. Let's get to eating. And now for my favorite part of every single video, it's trying out this Mahi Mahi taco. And I'll tell you what, it looks incredible. I think it's gonna taste even better than it looks. We'll start with the taco that has that mango salsa. And I already know that this is gonna be a great contrast of flavor, but let's take a bite. Instantly, the mango. Instantly that mango hits you, but then you get to that tender and juicy Mahi Mahi that really just has an unreal flavor. So the hospitality, you definitely get a little bit of kick there, and that just goes so well with the sweet that comes from this mango salsa. This is amazing. You guys better wait for this one, and I know you're gonna wanna try this salsa because honestly, I can see how it would elevate any taco. Onto the Mahi Mahi taco that has the cilantro lime slaw in it. I love slaw, and I know that this is going to be a great contrast of textures. The first one was a great contrast of flavors, but I'm really expecting a nice crunch from this slaw. Let's see if I'm right. And I would say that I hit the nail on the head with the description of that taco because I get that tender and juicy Mahi Mahi again, but the crunch that you get from the slaw is unreal. I don't know if you guys can tell, my sign language that I was throwing at you is, can you hear that in the microphone? And I hope that you could because it really did bring that texture. So you get that crunch, you get that tenderness, you get the corn tortilla, just everything comes together so perfectly. This is an amazing dinner. This is a quick dinner. You guys can do this at your house. Try this with whatever. Use it with shrimp tacos, some different kind of fish. And that's the beautiful thing about it. We used Mahi Mahi, but you guys can use whatever you want. And I promise you, if you can't feel the energy right now through the camera, that's how happy I am. I've been trying to keep the energy higher, but this one is very, very easy to do because these tacos are absolutely outrageous. As always, I really appreciate you guys tuning into this video. My name is Alonzo, and right now, I'm gonna take a bite of both of these at once. I can't really talk well, but we'll see you on the next one.